Are you strong? What does it actually mean to be strong? Because most people get this wrong. They think that being strong means becoming a stone, emotionless, unbothered by anything, untouchable. That's what they call strong, or maybe full of muscles. But strength is not about building walls. It's about having the courage to open up doors, to be yourself, to be vulnerable, and to know that you will still stand there and you know that you will be able to face whatever it is that comes your way when you open up your doors. So, true strength is not about numbing your emotions or your reactions. True strength is about feeling everything and still standing tall. It's about having that courage to experience whatever's going on inside of you with all its messy and beautiful complexity. That's what I call being strong. So, being strong is not like you have a shield, but being strong, it's like you're functioning as this very powerful yet flexible river that has strength, that keeps going, but that doesn't avoid the rocks and doesn't avoid whatever comes their way. It just knows I'm gonna keep going and I'm just gonna accept whatever's on my path to be there because it's there. I mean, there's no avoidance of it. So, a flexible river that is calm, sometimes turbulent, but always moving, always flowing. That is being strong. It means that you're connected to yourself, to whatever is going on, that you allow yourself to feel whatever is happening, to just exist without judgment, without resistance, just by being present. And this takes an incredible courage because it means that sometimes you will have to be vulnerable in order to be strong. That you will have to sit with your emotions without being swept away. Because it's not because you allow your emotions to be there that you are overwhelmed by them or swallowed by them. Typically, this is a misconception that people have. They believe if I open up, I will be swept away, or if I have this sadness or rage, I will have to act on it. That's not what you need to do. When there's rage, when there's sadness, whatever emotion or sensation is there, the key is to acknowledge that pain, to acknowledge the joy, because we also have it very often, to acknowledge the helplessness, the confusion, the excitement, without becoming a victim of these experiences. But if you avoid them altogether, you're also being a victim, or that's also a type of victimhood. So I want you to remember that strength isn't about never failing. It's about having the courage to doubt yourself, to not knowing the answers, and to trusting and believing that whatever happens, you will rise every single time. I can hear a couple of people think, nah, that's not true. I have a completely different opinion about it. That's okay. If you believe that, I want you to think about powerful people around you that you know, people that you look up to. And with powerful, I don't mean this incredible power that they can do whatever they like without getting the consequences of it. I mean people that you look up to and really admire and respect. So these people, are they the ones who never feel? Or are they people that acknowledge what's happening, they know how to feel, but they keep continuing forward? What is it? Go and observe, go acknowledge. So, if this is something you don't yet know how to do, to be with the door open rather than to being this wall or this shield or this rock, here's your challenge. For the next 10 days, Track the physical sensations in your body. Just notice. As some people like to set an alarm a couple of times a day to just notice everything. When do you feel what? When do you have maybe a chunk in your throat? When there's there a knot in your stomach? When is your head hurting? When do you feel your shoulders being up or down? Just notice everything, write it down, and be curious. What patterns do emerge if you look back at all the sensations that you wrote down 10 days after this challenge? Is your list rather full of sensations or is it rather empty? Because if it's rather empty, that means that there's still some work to do on really opening up to your own physical sensations, because that's the first step. If you can open up to your own physical sensations, then in situations that are tough that you encounter, you will also be able to do that in these situations. So your emotions aren't your weaknesses. They're crucial information. And they're your companion, your guide. They always want to teach you something. So learn to listen to them and use them wisely. Because if you can, you become strong. You got this. Dare to be great. Ciao.